That was yesterday. I remember that from yesterday. No, tell me something I don't already know. Yo, tell me something I don't already know. And maybe, we can talk about it. Hold on. Gotta do something here. Hello? 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 Yep. Yeah, but I don't want to watch that. We saw that already. Grandma's still here. She wants to watch. I don't know. It's movie night. No, I'm not live yet. No, Grandma wants to watch a movie. She's got her girlfriends coming over and they're supposed to be watching Twilight tonight. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do with Grandma because she's acting like she doesn't want to leave. Yeah. I mean, my house is big and everything, but maybe I can figure out building it up. What do you call those rooms, guys? Where I think it's called a mother-in-law suite. Maybe we can build some type of garage or something and have her live out in the backyard. We can build something so she can stay here, but not in the house here with me. I don't want her to live here in the house with me any longer. But we can build her a tiny house in our backyard, and she can stay back there in the yard by the trees and stuff. I think it's a fine idea. Yeah, she's gonna be watching Twilight today at my house with her friends. Oh, I cannot. Oh no, we've got people come in. How come you didn't tell me we were live streaming? I hired you to let me know that when I'm going live, you say, Hercules, put down the telephone because you don't want people in your conversation. Whatever. Oh, hello, you wonderful people. Good morning to you. Hello, Tarsus. Welcome in. I know you didn't hear my conversation. Yeah. So, whatever. Happy Friday. It's Fish Fry Fridays, and I'm your boy, Hercules the Shark. Thank you so much for coming in. So, I'm going to pretend that you didn't hear what I was talking about to my friends and while I was on the phone. Look, it's a full house here. Ever since my granny fell on a piece of lettuce, we talked about that. Ever since my granny fell on a piece of lettuce when I took her to the buffet to celebrate that I'm working here on Elay TV, things have not been the same. Grandma is healed up now, but she's acting like she doesn't want to leave. My grandma's cool and everything, but come on! So this is what we're talking about. I'm like, well, my friends and I are like, well, maybe we can have her stay here. Duh, that's what it's starting to look like. But we're thinking of getting a tiny house or something and putting it in our backyard. Oh yeah, I'm coming around today to watch Twilight with your grandma, Hercules. She'd love that. She's good company, but I mean, she's been here forever. And I mean, it's grandma, and I'm a grown shark. So, I don't think she'd mind. We'll give you all the information behind the scenes so you can get the address. I think we still have one spare underwater diving scuba gear suit in the closet. Because, I mean, my house is your house is my house. We've had a couple of human friends come down here and hang out with us when we did our barbecue, in the summer. So, yeah, we can dust that off and, have the DoorDash yacht people, the fancy smashy DoorDash yacht people lift it up to you and we can get things arranged. But anywho, there's 1,000 Twilights, so if you don't make it to the first one because it's such short notice, perhaps you can be here by the part 3 or something. Grandma watches movies every week with her girlfriends, and now they're all over here. We're gonna build her a tiny house in my backyard so she can stay with me, but behind me and somewhere else. Do you think that's a wonderful idea? Oh, wait. While I wait, I'll tell my friends what to make me for breakfast. We still haven't found another restaurant to partnership with. You already know what happened to Wendy's. Wendy's ain't Wendying anymore. They don't want my kind around. So, we're gonna have all breakfasts for now. I'm getting sausages, eggs, ham, pancakes, Pillsbury dough, biscuits. Now you know I like those jumbo biscuits from... Oh, come on! Hello? What do you mean unlock the door? The door is unlocked. Hold on. Who locked the door? Get back there and unlock it. The order is already here for Grandma's snacks for her movie night. The DoorDash yacht people are already here. Stop locking the door. I live in a great city. No one is going to think about robbing me. Hello? They're going to unlock the door. Don't worry about it. They'll tip you a couple of dollars. Alright, thank you, bye. Well, Grandma's stuff is here for her movie night. She ordered popcorn. She ordered this caramel-flavored popcorn from Walmart. Yeah, Grandma loves shopping at Walmart. By the way, the insurance people sent me a letter and said, by the beginning of the year, Grandma's gonna be on my insurance because I'm making the big shark bucks, right? And she's gonna get the punch cut me. She's gonna be able to 4 times out of the year, just 4 times out of the year, Grandma's gonna be able to use her insurance punch card and grow legs like Ariel from The Little Mermaid and walk on dry land and hang out with you cool people like I do during the summertime. You know I like to come and walk on dry land and eat food. The stuff is delicious. Hang around with my fellow shark friends, but they're human people though, so like you guys. So yeah, Grandma's on the good insurance plan now, starting January, I better look at that paper again. I think I'm supposed to be signing something. Whoa, that's neither here nor there. I'll get to that later. This is the shark. This is the show. This is the show. This is the shark. Moo, moo, bark, bark, moo, moo, bark, bark. This is the shark. This is the show. This is the show. This is the shark. Moo, moo, bark, bark, moo, moo, bark, bark. Yeah! I didn't forget about the show. I didn't forget about the theme show. Yeah, that's great, right? Yeah. So Grandma's got on her movie projector the whole Twilight thing set up. And she's baking cookies. I'm so happy about that. I'm still trying to get Grandma. I'm trying to convince her to start baking cookies so she can make a little dough. Especially if she's gonna be living here, burning up all of my electricity, baking cookies, and inviting her friends over. I think if we have a meeting, a collective meeting, with Grandma and her friends, we can come to a fine understanding that it's gonna take a village. Speaking of village, in the title, I wanted to inform you of some bad news that hurt me to the core, that hurt me to my shark core. Look, I talked about this last week, but it wasn't in front of a live audience, so I wanted to bring it up again today. In America, some humans are still continuing to put shark meat in canned foods. I have the article up here. I don't know how well I'll be able to get through it before I lose my cool and start boiling up the water down here. But we're gonna try. I'm gonna give it the old try. Oh boy, this is the shark. Oh, this is the show. Oh, this is the show. Oh, this is the shark. Moo, moo, bark, bark, moo, moo, bark, bark. That's the catchy song. And by the way, fish don't drink water. You know, Grandma keeps scratching her head saying, I don't know why you keep saying fish don't drink water. And we do. Whatever. Let me drink some of my Powerade. Fish don't drink water. We drink Powerade. Do you guys drink Powerade? I do. Hey, what's going on, Chile? Welcome in. Grandma Shark is still living here. I think she wants to stay here on a permanent basis. Oh, she told me I gotta stop telling you fine people sharks don't drink water. And she said we do. I'm like, I roll. I said, well, I don't drink water. I drink Powerade. Shark meat is best on tacos. Oh my goodness. No, you did not, Tarsus. Hey guys, look at the screen. My shark buddies are here. They're watching incognito. Tarsus said, shark meat goes good on tacos. Yeah, I told on you, Tarsus. My shark buddies are here and they're watching this show, supporting me just like you guys are. I don't understand. I just don't understand. Whoa, you guys are always sending me Aquafina bottled waters. We've got a ton of those. Can you start sending me Powerades instead? Maybe I'll go to the doctor and ask him if I need to really incorporate drinking water in my dietary supplements. Whatever. I'm Hercules the Shark, and I do what I want to do. I'm awesome. Moving forward, it has come to my sad attention that the Americans are still stuffing shark meat into canned goods. I was hoping by this time, which has been a week now, this will all be over and handled. But I guess we're at the bottom of the totem pole, or let's say the bottom of the sea of importance when it comes to this. Reports as recent as September 2025 confirmed that meat from endangered sharks is still being sold in the West. Often from species with high mercury levels. However, this meat is not officially put into American canned goods by reputable manufacturers. What in the world? What difference does it make? Reputable or not? You're stuffing sharks in cans and serving it up as cat pate. It often ends up mislabeled as other fish and fillets or what are these words? Or ambiguously labeled as shark. Come on! The dangers that shark meat can accidentally end up in the food supply due to mislabeling or being caught as bycatch in the fisheries. I don't want to hear nothing. All I want to hear this time next week is that you come to an understanding, and I want an apology for all the sharks under the sea around the world. That you're not going to be doing that anymore. I was really hoping, guys, that they were going to come to a mutual understanding and stop this. Now, when I grow legs like Ariel and go to Wendy's and get a fish fillet sandwich, which I shouldn't be getting anyways, but they told me that it's not really fish, that it's tofu, fake fish. So that's why I go to McDonald's and I get my filet of fish sandwich, because it's pretend fish. So hopefully when I get that, they're not putting real fish in here. It's a supplementary thing I have to do. Mind over matter. I mean, I'm a shark, for crying out loud. How does that look like I'm going up above land, going to Long John Silver's or Captain D's fish fry talking about some, hey, give me a fish basket? They're gonna be looking at me sideways, calling me a shark cannibal. But that's why I stick with McDonald's when I go, because they said it's not real fish anyway. So, until further notice, that's my story. We need amnesty on canned shark meat. Isn't that the truth? What do I gotta do? Start up a Protect Sharks from Cans Foundation? I'm Hercules the Shark. And I want to set up a campaign. With you and your help, we can come together and ban the sharks from the cans. We can do this if we really try. They said mislabeling, a mislabeling situation. Yeah, put it in the can and tell us anything. For all you know, tomato soup, you guys are probably drinking food-colored flavored water. September 2025 study from the University of North Carolina found that 93% of shark products tested from the U.S. grocery stores, markets, and other online marketers were incredibly labeled. 93% of the stores were labeled with the wrong labels, meaning it was fish, it was sharks in the canned goods. I'm deeply disappointed about this. I honestly thought this would be cleared up. I need to pause and get back to talking about my situation. I don't think I want to read any more about that. How to avoid eating shark meat. Just don't do it. As I was saying, my shark friends and I are really thinking about putting a meeting together to have my grandma and her friends talk about really pushing grandma to start selling cookies, and in addition to that, we're thinking about getting her a tiny house. For those of you who don't know, I was on the phone and Tarsus was listening. He didn't even tell me, "Hey Hercules, stop talking on the cell phone. You're live. We can hear all your information." I didn't hear any of that. No, you guys were just listening in on what I was saying. Oh my gosh. How come every time I go on the line now, all of a sudden, people are in here trying to call me? Just a second, I gotta take this. You guys are, I hope that you are laughing with me and not at me. Who knows? Hello? I only wanted one more. Hang on. Grandma? Yeah? The DoorDash fancy schmancy y'all people are back here. He said that you put in an order for another cheesesteak. Is that correct? Yeah. Oh. She said, yeah, that's hers. Bring it on back. We left the door open. Hey, we're in the market for a tiny house. You know, okay, you gotta, okay, bye. Whatever. Graham, they're gonna bring the cheesesteak in. Don't add anything else to the order. Hey, bro, can you close out that order? Grandma's added too much stuff. She's got a limit every week on how much she can spend when she has her movie night over here. It's only up to $75. She's going over budget. Grandma's going over budget. She gets a $75 limit by way of me for her movie night every week. And then her friends also chip in too, you know. I do what I can because I'm good. I'm a good shark. Grandma is not putting sedatives in the cookies. Although that might be a good idea, because then that'll make the people wanna come back and buy more quickly. Oh, never mind. They're shaking their head. Don't do that. Hey, redacting. I didn't say that never happened. That wasn't me. That was artificial intelligence that came into this live stream and pretended to be me and said some not nice it said some unsavory things. So I didn't say that. That's a bad idea, boys and girls. Don't put that into your food. Moving forward. So yeah. I look forward to putting together the meeting. I don't know, maybe we'll give it a couple of weeks because we have to call everybody, email everybody, let them know what date he's going to be on, because some of them go to work, so they're going to have time off for work, so we can talk about getting that for Grandma and getting her on the bandwagon of selling cookies. I mean, she sold a few boxes since I've talked about it last week or the week before last. She sold 17 boxes, and all of that went towards her movie night. So I guess we're getting somewhere. Shouldn't that be motivation enough? I want my grandma to shine. I mean, by the way, after all, I'm shining, and I'm supposed to uplift my fellow sharks. That's what we sharks here do. We lift each other up. By the way, sharks don't drink water. Well, I don't know about those other sharks, according to Grandma, but I drink Powerade. You guys drink Powerade? The architects are drawing up plans for the small house in the backyard. Ah, beautiful. Do you guys still have letter carriers? That's what we call them here under the sea. Letter couriers. Almost like letter careers. Nonetheless, I'll give you the address so you can mail those over for me. We can go over the blueprints together to see if this is something we want to add into our plans. My name is Hercules the Shark. Welcome to Fish Fry Fridays. Backed by popular demand, I'm Hercules the Shark. I'm not going anywhere, but I'm just refreshing your memories for you, the people in the live stream, and also for my people who come in on replay game. Hercules will have his bachelor's pad back soon. Hey, I'm an adult shark and I need my space. I definitely love Grandma and all. I think she doesn't want to go back to her apartment anymore. Plus, she is closer to more things. She gets out and around a lot on her own. We've got shopping centers. We're close to the bus, but she doesn't really take the bus all the time. Grandma usually takes the bus on Sundays. See, here under the sea, the bus runs every day, around the clock, because they have brains. Unlike one that went up and grew legs like Ariel. The buses don't run 24/7. And I'm like, well, how do you expect me to get anywhere? I'm supposed to just go back into my apartment and wait for the buses to run again tomorrow? I want to see the world because I can only be up here for about 17 hours. Because I have to factor in the amount of time it's going to take to get back to the sea. I might have to take the ferry to get back to the sea. And I might start turning back into a shark. And I don't want to scare people. So it's stuff like that I have to factor in. Come on. But yeah, having said that, I know that's what we're going to do. Grandma loves it here in our community. So why not move her in? I don't know when her lease on the apartment is over. You guys, that's just a lot of stuff I have to deal with. Luckily, my friends are here, so some of them are going to do that for me. Hey, you know how long Grandma's lease is until she has to move out of the high-rise? She was living in the senior citizen shark. Grandma was living in the shark senior citizen high-rise. She was on the highest floor. I don't know why. I think she said something about being close to the soil. So yeah, I get it. But I think it's time for her to come out of that high rise. Or if anything, go to at least the third floor. I don't know why she's up so high. Doesn't make sense. What's going on, Shy? Hey, welcome in to Hercules the Shark Fish Fry Friday. We're in here having a good time. I'm keeping everyone in Tarsus abreast of what's going on with me and my shark world and my shark grandma. Tarsus is thinking about drawing up some blueprints because my grandma, we're going to put her in a tiny house in my backyard so she won't be in here getting in the way. Grandma's going to get a locksmith to change the locks. I might have to keep someone here 24 hours just in case something like that happens. No, my grandma's really nice. Everyone loves her down here, so I know when we have the meeting to figure out what we're going to do with her, everyone's going to be on my plan. So, yeah, I think that's a good thing. Grandma Shark is awesome. I have a lot of land in the backyard. I'm going to try not to cut down trees. We do have trees down here under the sea, and our trees actually look like palm trees. They just look a little warped and a little bit fatter. But the trees down here look like palm trees. I've got tons of them planted out in my backyard. So we'll figure it out, and I'll keep you posted on what's going on with Grandma Shark. Tonight's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna let her have a good time. Her friends are coming over. Some are en route now. They're taking Ubers and Lyfts to come here. A few of her friends live nearby. Some of them are coming back from vacation, and they wanted to start their vacation. Well, how can I say this? What did they tell Grandma? They're coming back here for a vacation, and there's no other way to come back home than to be here with her friends. So we're gonna have like 17 sharks in here. I'm cooking up some food outside. Me and my bros we're gonna be in the backyard grilling. We're gonna be catering. It's gonna be a whole thing. Some are coming by helicopter. They're just gonna lower them down by a crane. Lower them and splash. Thankfully, you guys, the humans have great GPSs, great maps, so you know how things go here under the sea. Well, at least the fancy smashy DoorDash yacht people do. They have these really cool maps, so they know what's going on under the waters. They know the terrains, and they know to steer clear from the abyss. Now, the abyss people, they do order DoorDash and Grubhub, but they cannot get their items delivered to the area because that's the bad area in our neighborhood. So they have a drop-off spot 5 miles away from the abyss where they get all their orders dropped off there. It's kind of like a post office but for DoorDash. So they had to either swim, walk down there, and get their orders. Because the abyss is just too bad. And people have families to get home to, so I understand. I'm not afraid of hanging around in the abyss because that's where I grew up in. I grew up on the bad side of the tracks. I was a poor shark, but look at me now. I'm talking to people all around the world and all around, does that still count? All around the world under the sea. You guys, is that a thing? All around the world under the sea. Well, that's what it's going to be for me. I talk to people all around the world, above sea, under the sea, Bed Bath Beyond and Infinity and Beyond. I went to Bed Bath and Beyond and I got lost. It scared me. Why are you guys' shelves so high in Bed Bath and Beyond? Bed Bath and Beyond. I honestly thought I fell down in a cave. It took me back to a moment where I fell down somewhere deep into the pit of the sea, and I thought I wasn't gonna be coming back. Why are you guys' shelves so high in Bed Bath and Beyond? I cannot even reach anything up there. What do you think I am? Michael Jordan, I'm just gonna jump up there and pull something down from the shelf? Not me. Some are coming by helicopter. Radars to find shark, make it faster than Radars to find shark makes it faster. To fill the supermarket shelves with canned food. I cannot believe you just said that, because we are bros now and we're looking for that underwater what is that thing? Underwater scuba diver suit to send up to you. I'll let that pass. No, they are not. But maybe they are. Maybe I should put in a phone call to have my shark police friends start policing the area to prevent shark meat from getting mixed in with you guys' human food. I don't understand how this is happening when we have ambassadors of the sea who claim they love us. We've got the SeaWorld people. Why aren't the SeaWorld people diving into this, figuring it out? Someone told me that SeaWorld is the police for sharks and sea creatures all around the world. SeaWorld must be low on their funds because SeaWorld ain't SeaWorld and they aren't taking care of us. I most certainly will not. I see how you're trying to navigate from out of this now. Hopefully by the end of this year. I said next week, but I said that last week too, and it seems like the situation is getting worse. Avoiding buying shark meat if possible, especially if it's ambiguously labeled just shark. Come on, people. Look for sustainable labels, like that's gonna happen. Everything in this canned food is organic, 100% FDA approved. Sure, I cannot with this. Oh, this is the shark. This is the show. This is the show. This is the shark. Moo, moo, bark, bark, moo, moo, bark, bark. This is the shark. This is the show. This is the show. This is the shark. Moo, moo, bark, bark, moo, moo, bark, bark. You guys has been a lovely audience. Oh yeah, I have to say these announcements so I don't get fired. A part of my contractual agreement, LA wants me to say this. Monday and Tuesdays you get the cow, moo. Wednesdays you get the ladybug exploring the YouTube Bible. Thursdays you get LA as herself, talking about random topics. And on Friday you get me, your boy Hercules the Shark, back by popular demand because you and all of you and everyone who likes barbecue wanted me to come back. Thank you for that. Now I have a permanent job. This is the shark. This is the show. This is the show. This is the shark. Moo, moo, bark, bark, moo, moo, bark, bark. Thank you guys for coming in. See you next week. And I'll tell you how everything went here when Grandma's friends show up. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Moo, moo, bark, bark.